What's up, YouTube? It's MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. Back with another video. Please support the channel by hitting the like and subscribe button, along the bell icon, notified when I drop videos. Just enjoying this beautiful 70-degree day here. Feels great. Sun is out. I said, let me go ahead and shoot a couple shots on this here at this park before I pick my boys up from school. So, you know, I'm just nice weather here. I got a little break. But what I want us to talk about is this Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. fight this Saturday. Man, I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. I'm very excited about this fight. And like I said in my previous videos, I like both fighters, and I respect Devin Haney taking this chance, because too many times a lot of these fighters these days, they don't want to take a chance to challenge themselves. So regardless of what the outcome is, you know, nobody can put dirt on Devin Haney's name, because he's stepping up. He really is, because this is a dangerous fight. And I mean, I keep playing the scenarios in my head of how this fight can go different ways, but it leads me back to the same road. I believe that Devin Haney will start off, you know, sticking and moving, but I think that it's inevitable that Brian Norman Jr. will catch up with him. And once he catches up to him, we're really going to see where Devin's mental is at when Brian Norman Jr. lands that hard shot. That's the truth. I mean, we could talk about Devin feeling stronger at 147, but guess what? We're definitely going to see Saturday night. We really are. I want to see Devin's punch resistance to Brian Norman, because now, you know, Devin is fighting a true welterweight. And I think that, of course, the style that Devin used against Ramirez, that's not going to work. It's really not. I really do. If Devin Haney tries to utilize that style that he used against Ramirez, it's not going to work, because, you know, you can't win this fight by running around the ring and you might land 3 or 4 piggyback punches around. That's not going to do it. You know, I think this is a situation where Devin knows that he's going to have to go in there and fight. This is going to break out and turn into a fight. I just can't see Devin trying to run around the ring for 12 rounds. Because what happens to me is that he might be in awesome shape, but eventually, all the running, he's going to get tired. And when Brian Norman touches him and he's tired in late rounds, it's a wrap. I mean, I think I said before, I got Brian Norman by stoppage between rounds 7 and 9. Man, I might move that up to 4 or 5 now. I don't know. It's just something. I just been watching Brian Norman Jr. and, like, you know, he's just been real calm, collective, and just saying that, you know, they're prepared for whatever. That's it. And, you know, of course, Brian Norman Sr., yeah, he's gonna talk. It's his job to hype and promote the fight. But Brian Norman Jr., he's relaxed. He's almost he's scary calm. You know. So we'll see, because I mean, Bill Haney has been very, very quiet. I don't know. Is it the situation where Bill Haney said, dang, what have I got my son into? We're going to find out Saturday night. But I think that, like I said in one of my other videos, that this fight could mirror the first Cotto Margarita fight, where Devin might move around, land a couple shots, you know what I'm saying, here and there. But eventually, when Brian Norman catches up to him and unleashes those powerful shots, it's not going to be pretty. You know, and I just think that it might be a situation where if Brian Norman lands those shots on Devin that Ryan landed, Devin ain't getting up. And I like it. I respect Devin. Devin is a warrior, you know. But I'm gonna call it as I see it. Like I said, I like both guys, but at the same time, you know, I'm not tied to a particular fighter. I gotta call it like I see it. I gotta call a spade a spade. And I like I said, I like Devin, but I don't know. Now, if Devin is to prevail, and let's say he somehow outclasses Brian Norman Jr., you know, guess what? I would eat my crow. You know, because I'm not saying that Devin doesn't have the ability to do it. I just don't see it happening. I know he has the ability, but I just don't see it happening though. I mean, you know, from Devin's last fight against Ramirez, and then all of a sudden now I think that he's just gonna come in here and go from, you know, in retreat mode and run around the ring now to you gonna step to Brian Norman Jr. and knock him out at full-fledged welterweight, when at 144 you kind of ran around the ring with Ramirez. I don't see it. I don't. You know, to me, that's sort of the equivalent of saying this. You see a football team that they're running the ball 95% of the time, but then they're telling you, nah, we're going to come out here in a spread offense, no backfield. We're just throwing the ball. I don't see it. You know, and it can happen because anything is possible. I mean, fight night, you just never know. You know, stranger things have happened. I just don't foresee that. And like I said, I had Brian Norman Jr. by stoppage 7-9. It might be 4-5. I'm moving it up. Hell, this is Wednesday. Friday and Saturday, it might be round 3. You know, we'll see. You know, that's why I love the fact is no matter what, we get to see what happens in the ring. Forget all these other mythical stuff, this and that. No, these two guys are gonna square. In that square, they're gonna duke it out, and we're gonna see who's the best come Saturday night. I'm supporting the fight. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna drop my $60. Like I said, I encourage anybody else, please support these two guys, man. These are two good fighters, young guys that are fighting each other. They're taking a chance. They challenge themselves. You know, forget spending money on these doggone clown show and freak fights. Support these good young athletes that are taking the chances that others are not. Buy this fight. It's $60. You know, and it's a good card. Benavidez and Yardes on this card. Abdullah Mason. No, this is a good card. Now, this is a card that I would pay $75 and $80 for this card. They're just asking for $60. Shoot, some of y'all, man, you know, us, you know, we might spend $60 a week on coffee. Let's go ahead and make a stance, man, and support the good fights. You know, this is a dog. This is a stacked card. This card is so stacked that my son's godmother, I said I can help her move her furniture, but hey, I need to be back in a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, after I do my get my 3 or 4 miles in Saturday morning, and I train my boys in the gym for about an hour and a half, you know, basketball, I'm going to help her out. And then after that, I'm going to sit down on my couch, watch my big screen TV, get my chocolate Crown Royal, mix with my peanut butter whiskey, and just chill. Have me a chilled evening of boxing. I love it. A nice chilled evening of boxing. To me, times have changed. There was a point in time in my life where it was, you know, basketball, football, boxing. Now, I'm boxing and then basketball and football, but basketball's really become hard to watch with all the soft play and everybody yakking up threes all the time. So boxing is my last true sport that I really, really love, and I'm attentive, and I will be there Saturday supporting it in full force. Please support the channel once again. Hit that like and subscribe button and share the videos. MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. Peace.